Building up stupa is like then we have built one Buddha, and stupa is completed, then the Buddha is fully enlightened, and now with the inauguration then is Buddha starts his activity.
We have a wonderful connection with companies in Poland who have the stone and also work with the stone. And this all usually take like 1.5 years to prepare this. And this should be like that. Or what?
No, this.
Building the stupa is like a part of accumulating a big amount of the good impressions. Everybody who joined this is a part of it, like more connecting the Sangha, working together with the Sangha who practice the Buddhist teachings.
There is Sangha is the meaning of the group representing Lama's activity. The Lama's activity is the activity from Lama Ole, who wished from the very beginning of this place that we build a Kalachakra stupa, a symbol for the protection of the freedom of our mind. First of all, we needed to collect people to get the manpower building up that. You need like a stable base fundament for a stupa, symbolized by the basement of a stupa, the square part, symbolizing through the element of earth, really stable and solid power. With this start, you can go on. And then you start your projects. We started our project, and then it becomes like a movement, like a dynamic. And this is symbolized by the element, the round element of a stupa. The water element brings life and activity and flow. For sure, then more is needed. Then it becomes more and more concrete. This is like a base element as well. This is our fire, our inner fire, our inspiration, our vision, our heart wish to fulfill the wish of our Lama to build that stupa. Symbolized by the triangle. For sure things gonna change. Represented by the element of wind. What we experience at that place, Kerma, Bech and Ling, the place of the 5 winds, especially. Things are changing all the times. And gives the freshness, the inspiration, let things go, let things pass, and new things are coming up. This is symbolized by the element of wind. And this is then the upper part, the umbrella part, the emptiness which makes everything possible. Everything is possible when we come together and build it. So this is symbolized finally by the little drop on top of a stupa.
We started at, I think, 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, and then a constant stream of tsatsas was put into the big chamber of the Kalachakra stupa. And actually we filled the whole night, yes, and it was, there were only 2 very short breaks for Lama and Piotr, who were like dancing inside the stupa and putting in the tsatsas. And then when we finally put the last tsatsa, yeah, and the last sack, small sack of sand, then in this moment the sun, the first sun ray came into the stupa. So it was just at sunrise, around 7 o'clock in the morning. And in this moment, you know, the chamber was totally filled, and then we were like overjoyed. We were totally happy to have done this great thing together, and we said, wow, what a wonderful, wonderful work. And we were so, let's say, enthusiastic and wanted to do more stupas. And then somebody said, okay, let's do 8 more stupas. So in this moment, it was more like a joke, yeah, even for us. But we were totally filled with joy, and then we all started to laugh and hug each other and so on, and totally happy. And then Lama Chokdrup said, don't laugh, you will do it.
Sometimes there is a kalpa, there is no any kind of Buddha appears, but appearing Buddha is like something very seldom stuff. Buddha is going to be born in one kalpa. Top of that, lively born. It is very complete in universe. It is very, very historical moment. Therefore, the Buddha's birth is connected with the first stupa, which is called the lotus stupa. In similar way, the second stupa, then Buddha is born. Generally, the born is not enough. Until he is not enlightened, the benefit will not come up. He left the palace and went into the meditation, and at the end he get enlightened. When Buddha get enlightened, this is the second most historical moment in the Buddha's life. Second stupa is connected with the Buddha's enlightenment. Having Buddha enlightenment is also not enough until he had not given the teaching. So therefore, when Buddha started to give teaching, then the teaching opened the door for the limitless of the being to enter the enlightenment path. Therefore, third stupa is connected with the Buddha's teaching. It is also known as a many door which welcomes limitless of the beings for open door for them all to get enlightenment. So there was also many other religion leader also appears. Then they all gather in a huge place where many king and many leaders are gathered to have race with the Buddha. And the greater the king will see, many thousands of the public also they see, and they are the witness. Because Buddha's miracle was more than the amazing, and others' miracle was only like this lightning insect compared to the sun. Therefore, instead of performing their miracle, they only standing there with the open eye and open mouth, looking to the Buddha's miracle. First day till full moon, there was 2 weeks and 1 day. Buddha showed the miracle, one after the other greater, and there was no any comparable. And Buddha wins very, very clearly in front of everybody. Since then they give up, Buddha is the greatest. And this was the miracle performance in one of the historical moment. Therefore, then also one stupa built, which is known as a miracle stupa. And then Buddha also get an invitation from the God realm, and Buddha agreed to visit them, not because of their invitation, because of the Buddha's mother was passed away since his birth time. 7 days after his birth, his mother passed away. His enlightened path was his greatest property, which he shared with all of his family members, and also mother he don't forget. Therefore, mainly that reason he went to the God realm with their invitation. And Buddha come down from the golden stairs from the God, and then that's what, so again, historical moment for the student. It was feeling like a new Buddha again. So such a feeling was there. And so this moment they built again a historical moment of stupa. This is known as a Hlabab Chorten, Buddha coming down from the God realm. In the Sangha there was some argument appears because there was one of the Buddha's cousin. He entered into the Sangha, which Buddha allowed because Buddha wanted to help him also, and so Buddha let him come. He was only jealous with the Buddha and want to always harm the Buddha, and his attention was not to do the practice, but his attention was to split the Sangha and take the name of Buddha to himself. But the Buddha knows everything, but he shows that he knows nothing, and so the attention was to help him. But somehow he managed to split the Sangha strongly. In this moment, then Buddha gave a teaching to them, and then Sanghas come together with the Shariputra and Mongalaputra, and then they are come together once again better than ever before, and this is like a reunion of the Sangha again, which is called. And this moment then appears the sixth stupa, which is called reunion stupa. When he get the time of passing into nirvana, still after knowing this, the definite time, he lived 3 months more extra, that when necessary he can live long as he want, only to show that everything is possible with the Buddha. So this is like normally the time of death appears. No one can live more than 1 second. Even 1 second is not possible. But Buddha lived after that also 3 months extra. So it's showing that Buddha have got a victory on the Mara. Buddha tell his student Ananda that Buddhas have definite sign before they go. And so as starting before enlightenment, there is kheer and the kusha and the signs. And similar, the last food is also fixed. Then there was coming one invitation of the food. And then after eating this, he tell to the Ananda, this was my last food. After that, in the evening, in the night, early morning, around 3 o'clock somewhere, then he passes away. So like that, everything is fixed, but still he lived 3 months extra, sign that he had got the victory on the Maras. This is the 7th stupa was built in this moment. Death is not something very good for everybody. For all the Buddha's student, Buddha passed into nirvana was very sad moment. But from the Buddha's side, it was the greatest teaching for all his students, that even Buddha is also passing away, so that everybody should be diligent in the practice, that the impermanent death can anytime come to everybody. So there's no time to be wasted. Be in the practice.
After the stupa, really completely changed the energy of the land, of the place, and probably for each one inside, the inner happiness come up. We found the way to communicate in perfectly way and to found these great results. The Kalachakra stupa and now the more 8 stupas. So we have already 9 stupas.
There are 8 different kinds of stupa here. They each represent a focal point in the Buddha's life, starting of course with his birth and ending with parinirvana, enlightenment. The stupas themselves all represent the mind of enlightenment. They are, what's the right word, an archetypal perfect shape of a physical representation of the mind of enlightenment.
building up stupa is like then we have built one Buddha, and stupa is completed, then the Buddha is fully enlightened, and now with the inauguration then is Buddha start his activity.